But before we get into it, thank you as well to Echo123 with a first-time sub and the 12-month resub by XQxen. All right,
So many
but here we
subs
go now. We have Infi versus LawLiet. Amazonia, map number 1. And what is happening? Can we please take a look? Can we have the camera, Mr. Cameraman here?
Yes.
We have an Ultra first, Keeper of the Grove against a neutral hero build.
What?
And this is not the new patch, guys. This is NetEase. This is still 1.29.
This is something that from humans, I've never seen.
Yeah, on AZ, never.
I mean, he experimented a bit with Tinker first on big maps like Twisted. We know that.
Yeah, I mean, should this be a Tinker or Naga tower push? Keeper is really good against that.
Yeah. Especially with the newly found love that Night Elves have for Treants.
Yeah. But here it's still a 125 mana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna be level 2 though right away, thanks to the Ancient of Warcraft as always. Don't deny it. Alright, there we go.
Really fast lightning shield creep here. Pretty sick. Claws of attack as well. Oh, that will help so much. So
intelligence.
Tinker it is, but he moves back.
A player's forces
He's
are
creeping
under attack.
with it.
It's a Tinker instant expo.
Yeah, as I said, it worked on Twisted and stuff. He's going for
Oh my god, these drops for the Keeper though. Mantle Claws and Tome of Intelligence.
plus 10 damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sick.
That's pretty nuts, dude. Oh, this is gonna be. Is the Wisp actually gonna detonate? Doesn't do too much. He burns the mana at least. And going for Entangle right away. The Keeper had already taken damage from the creep camp, and that's quite the mistake, right? Oh, he gets the last hit with the right click of the Keeper. Are you serious?
If
That's more than 100 experience.
If that would be an undead named 120, I think we would have seen 2 ladders already. And the next map, but oh my god. Treants coming in. This harass is so strong.
Oh, geez. He's got 2 more Entangle.
Oh shit, and the Treant is doing damage to the next peasant. They're all gonna die. They're all dead. He has to call for new militia.
He needs to kill 1 more footy for level 3, by the way. But killing a footy isn't so easy.
Oh, that's true. He doesn't have that much mana anymore. 1 Entangle though. Oh, this is so horrible. At least he got level 2.
To get a footy here. As you can see, he's targeting the footman a little bit. He's got 1 Entangle again.
What are these games today? So much entertainment already. LawLiet with a Huntress Hall tier 1. He's following this up with a Huntress play. It's double Engine of War as well.
Oh,
so
there
mass
it is.
hunts. Yeah.
He gets the footy kill. Can he deny it maybe?
He has level 3 before from the creeping of the Huntress. Oh my god, this is horrible. He's kicking 1 unit after another.
Oh my god, and now Entangle is so much damage, dude. Oh,
He's
shit.
nowhere near Dispel. He's also nowhere near piercing damage.
Oh, are you guys looking forward to the Keeper meta? To be fair, of course, if this was a more traditional build by the human, this would be a level 3 Archmage, and that would probably look very different.
Keeper has to run away soon. The footman do the damage here. But I mean, he will just heal up and then continue to pressure with the Huns. He doesn't even have to go back. I mean, there's no nuke, there's no range right clicks, as an Archmage could do.
He's got 420 mana already. It's like almost 1.5 mana regen per second. GG.
That was not a premature GG as we saw last time at Masters Coliseum. That was totally justified.
Yes.
But man, did he get wrecked in 5 minutes here. Can you imagine LawLiet's face right now? How
this would be quite the race into the playoffs.
Yeah.
LawLiet could, win 2 best of 3s in under an hour here, possibly.
Yeah, so sick. We do have more subs coming, and you mentioned XQzen, right? For the 1 year sub? Okay. We also have Echo and Tildo35 with the Prime subs, and Nikon King David coming in with 1,500 bits. Thank you very much for the bit donation. Much appreciated. The first dono of the day. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. What's going on? Have you guys all gotten your paycheck yesterday or something?
Looks like it, right?
That's a lot of support. So awesome to see, of course. Thank you guys so much.
Really flattering.
And we have a long day of Warcraft ahead of us today. Possibly 9 hours, 10 hours, depending on how long the Rust Brain Cup goes later on today. That's going to be really exciting on the new patch. But already here on NetEase in our WGL round of 32, we have some pretty damn wonky games, don't we?
Indeed. It's seriously fun to watch these games. Yesterday as well with our boy Mango, of course. But yeah, and Foggy, who played so well against Free and Colorful. That was a lot of fun to watch yesterday. If you haven't seen it, the games are coming up on YouTube. Like the first 3 are scheduled already to be published from the WGL race. Rust Brain Cup might take a little longer. I didn't do the descriptions and stuff yet.
Alright, are we gonna be blessed with some wonky games all the way through, or is our second game gonna be more standard? It's Infi's map choice now. Maybe he's gonna give us a little hint here. Maybe he's gonna go for Twisted, where he played Tinker so extremely impressively at the last GCS against Foggy. That was like some of the craziest human versus night elf I'd seen in a long time.
Do you we know that the Chinese community is super savage, right?
Yeah.
All the time with their memes and stuff. Do you think they create a meme like, oh, we hope that Infi lasts longer in the bedroom than he does on the maps? I can totally see that from them.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, from what we heard, like, the people in his chat were really brutally mean to him, to be honest,
Yes.
after that disappointing final. To the point where apparently Infi decided to not do any moderation, but to just take in the punishment, basically.
Hate, indeed.
Yeah, and just take the mauling of the community.
But in case you haven't read it on Reddit or on our Twitter and Facebook, Infi gave back his entire prize money for Masters Coliseum to the sponsor.
Which was a lot.
That was $6,000, man, and that is a lot, even for a guy like Infi who won quite a bit in his career. To sponsor a new tournament, to give more entertainment to the people. Very honorable move.
Yeah, absolutely.
By Infi there. I was joking about that in our Discord before. Like, it would be a noble move by him to do that, and then 1 hour later that actually happened. I did not expect that, but yeah, really cool.
Yeah, me neither. But that's really a very genuine sign that he wants to make up for disappointing the community. I don't think this was malicious by him at all. I don't think he meant anything bad by it. It's just that he was feeling desperate in this matchup against his players specifically. And, well, didn't consider the feelings of the community. I think, well, of course it was a disappointing final. And I felt the GGs were a little too early. But, yeah, that was an extreme move by him. But one that the fans responded to with a good reception, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everyone can take it as he wants, but for me personally, it's all fine now. Infi is a good guy, I think. At least to me. We always joking a
Don't
little.
let Yumiko hear you say that.
Well, just because Yumiko doesn't like him doesn't mean that I have to hate him or something. I have my own opinion, Remo. It's a free country. Oh, well, not so much, if we're there, but you know what I mean. Game number 2 coming up. LawLiet with a 1-0 lead. Match points, he really could march into the group stage in less than an hour of combined game time. This is Infi's map. He decided to go for Turtle Rock, interestingly, hoping for a close position, which is not. We have Cross and a normal altar build. But
at least for the human, that is. On the other side, we have a neutral hero build. Now, if this was 10 years ago, I'd say, all right, this is Dark Ranger. But it's not. It's 2018. Trump is in power. Nobody would have thought that back then. But things happen, I guess.
Well, The Simpsons knew.
Oh my god, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
The prophets. Yeah, so what heroes is gonna be? With Moon being like the biggest influence for all Night Elves, one would assume Beastmaster. I guess you want to go for something that can be aggressive early, and that's why I really like the neutral hero here, because you can go for a Demon Hunter if you find the levels with him. He's good and all, but he doesn't get off to a quick start here. You don't get to level 2 right away. You will not have 2 skill points and a decent inventory to harass the humans creeping. And the humans creeping of the expansion is hard here, but you can only punish it well if you have a good hero for it in that situation.
Yeah, it could also be a Dark Ranger, but on Turtle Rock, I don't know, I don't like it too much. LawLiet in general, not really a tavern player, right? I mean, a second and third hero, of course, but can you recall the last time you saw LawLiet going for a neutral first hero? I don't. Warden, Keeper, Demon Hunter, of course, but...
When he's up a game, though, like, I have seen him fool around a lot in the past. I don't know if it was so much with neutral hero first. But there must have been some games in there. For everybody who watches his ladder streams, he plays all kinds of strats there. Tinker first, Pitlord first, you name it. Alright, quick, get your suggestions in. I think it's Dark Ranger.
Panda.
Quick.
A player's
Panda.
forces are under attack.
Oh, not bad, not bad. Panda, okay. Relies heavily on getting level 3 early. And that's pretty hard to do here. Yes, you get level 2 kind of fast with the first 2 camps. But then, what then? Do you go over to your natural with the Ancient of War?
Yeah, level 3 is hard.
Give the human a lot of time to creep up his own expansion without being harassed at all.
I mean, if Infi decides to go one base,
forces are
which
under
I
attack.
think he will... Drunken Haze is amazing against rifle pushes. So, I like that. And of course, the damage of Breath of Fire is good as well.
You think Infi's gonna play one base? Look at those police.
Okay. Yeah, Infi usually, of course, a 2-base player, but we have seen him play 1 base like 5 times in the past 2 years, so I thought it's possible.
Yeah, and against Night Elf here, creeping up the back of the turtle is usually, I think, pretty. You can do that pretty well here on Echo. The thought is always Huntresses, yes, but they don't really hit the battlefield. Like, you only have 3 about 30 seconds from now, maybe. And by then the AM is level 3, as you can see right here.
Oh, big mana as well, that's so nice. LawLiet staying on tier 1 with a Huntress Hall. That's quite late, though. Second Engine of War. Interesting to transition that late.
So he is gonna go double Ancient of War hunts. Against the level 3 Archmage without mana burn? Infi, by the way, mismanaging his economy here. Didn't have the lumber for a very long time. Still doesn't for the expansion. That is something very rare to see. Oh, but the staff in. This is a good play now. Can he get the last hit? That will be so important. Can't get it. The Panda receives it. No mana items from this. Gets the dust here. But the Tome Experience. Oh, that's a very fortunate drop.
Yes.
And that will be his level 3.
The footmen are coming in as well. Can he get a block or a surround? Nice movement by LawLiet so far. But his base is on the other side. He has to walk a long way home. And the Archmage can chase him with a few fireballs.
And that footy scout once again. Sends it out, finds the opponent, telestaff, let's go, kills an archer, and suddenly all the aggression stopped in his tracks. Panda is too low, has to go home first, and suddenly this human expansion, although delayed a little bit, will be up.
Right, we have the first donation of the day. Thank you, Hoffy309. Daily goal, 10 euros. Check! Greetings from Germany. Go ahead! Yeah, the daily goal is kind of like moved to the right, so it's like 1/10 of the daily goal, but thank you very much for your contribution to achieving that one. LawLiet's army is becoming a little stronger. Huntress, of course, nice against the footmen. The archers are nice against the towers that are coming up.
Yeah, getting this tower cancel is a big deal. Also gives the Panda a lot more freedom to move with a breath. That should certainly be a kill on the tower. Is he perhaps stuck back there now? Not really. All the peasants are dropping really low. He used the greater mana potion, as you said. Really nice for him, especially at dealing with these huntresses.
Nice
Shadow Meld. No detection here on the AM, but he's very close to the shop. Oh my god, that was fire. He needs a region scroll badly. Yeah. This shop needs to come up right now.
Yeah. He has another breath, but I don't think I can kill a bit. Hunters are still there. Militia firing away, kills the water elemental. Level 3.4.
One more breath in about 10 seconds. 70 mana.
Oh, the region scroll is coming, but he's cancelling it. If he checks it, no. Actually,
now is the mana. There it is. Only finds one kill though. That's fine. He can go for a new region scroll.
Yeah. Whisper a little late for the detonate. Oh, what's for they? Getting rid of that one, and a lot of mana on the Archmage gone as well. Cancels the tower again. And the Hunters are coming in with the AoE attack against the next region scroll. Very well played by LawLiet so far. Infi took some time to turn around and attack the Panda to cause more trouble on him. But he's about to be level 4 with a few kills and he gets some HP as he falls into a town ball. Yes, he is. Ooh, this is rough for Infi again. So many corpses on the ground. And so much investment into region scrolls. I think they're out of stock.
Yeah, I think so too. How rare to see.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a problem. Oh, and that's really a problem. It's gonna be daytime here in a moment, so he can go for Scrolls of Healing, but then he's gonna take damage from the creep camp. We have more subs here. We have Juikami with the 6 months, Lux23, first time sub, and Annie with the 2 months saying Heidi Ho.
Wow, so many subs, it's incredible. Thank you guys, much appreciated. And 7 hunts now. A counter expansion is coming up. Oh no, it's just a move roll. Sorry, I thought it was a counter expansion. But yeah, the pressure is insane on Infi, and he doesn't have that much mana to work with. 2 water elementals are out. He's just right-clicking on the Panda, but man, his workers are taking so much shit. Breath of Fire, level 4, tower again. Oh, finally a tower is up, but the poor working men, they're suffering so hard.
But this tower is a serious anchor right now. Yeah. It's almost impossible to kill that one. Maybe with Breath of Fire. Oh my god, so many corpses though. If this Panda gets to 5, and the foot is right there.
Wow.
Player's forces are
but he can't break it. Can't break it.
What to say, man? 15 minutes game time. No, less, right? 13 minutes game time. And LawLiet defeats Infi 2-0. Is Infi a broken man now?
No. That was GG from LawLiet. What are you talking about?
Oh. What? Oh my god.
Dude.
Bury me in shame. Maybe I'm not as fresh as I thought I would be. Do you think that was not breakable? I mean, there was so many hurt units. But he was tier 1 the entire time and no expansion.
I think maybe there was one more attack in him. I don't know how many hunts he still had. But it's really hard to break that once the first, or maybe the first 2 guard towers are up. Also, the Moonwells we don't quite know. Maybe they were dry already, and then you can't
it was
go
daytime. Yeah. He didn't even have the moon juice to heal up all the hunters.
That was pretty close, though. Imagine, like, the Panda has one more breath. Suddenly, there's 6 footies dead.
Exactly. Did you see the group of footmen? They were
the Panda ran by them. If only I had the mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of underestimated that Huntress timing. Like, it took a while until the first 3 were out, but then suddenly it's 5. Suddenly it's 6, 7, and I was like, oh shit, dude. I gotta call all the militia here. I gotta get a tower up, but the tower gets cancelled over and over. But it was just barely enough. Could have perhaps been an easier hold for Infi had he not mismanaged his lumber there. Then the Exo would have come up sooner, would have had more income, would have perhaps had that shop sooner, perhaps the Arcane Tower would have come up. But it was good enough in the end.
Yeah, once again, sorry for that little mistake. We do have the next game. Are you in already? Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Twisted Meadows. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see a Tinker again, even though it failed heavily on AZ.
Yeah, I can see that. If you run into a Keeper of the Grove here, is that as disastrous? I don't think so, because you don't get that jump to level 2 immediately, and you don't get the Claws and Tome and Mantle.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe if the Keeper spawns close to the Merc camp.
Exactly, that's the big if.
Then, if he finds a greater mana there, oh my god. But you gotta roll those dice.
Yeah, I think so. Like, a lot depends on the starting positions here now. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, it worked quite a bit. Infi was the one coming up with this strategy at GCS when he played it against Hunter.
Ready?
Ooh. Sorry. When he played it against Hunter, we thought, okay, it's a troll strategy. He underestimates Hunter, or he doesn't take it seriously. But he played it over and over again on Twisted, successfully as well.
Yeah, and how he played it against Foggy, that was just a perfect game, dude. That was so amazing. Foggy didn't play that badly at all, but he was just without chances. It was incredible.
So, let's see what we get. Decision time. 1-1 between Infi and LawLiet. Very short series so far, with very fast games. And now, LawLiet spawning far away from the Merc.
However, close to the laboratory of his opponents, if there should be such a creep, but that really doesn't seem to be the case. Because as it was at GCS, this is a neutral hero build by Infi, strongly suggesting a Tinker.
Yeah.
Foggy didn't have a chance against this with his Demon Hunter. What about LawLiet? How good is he at adapting, at reacting to the non-standard?
It's a Huntress build. That helps. Especially against the Pocket Factory with medium armor. Can kill it quite fast. And his expansion should be safe if he goes for one. So I guess Infi has to expand in the bottom right and not in the bottom left, because then the pressure is just way too high.
Yep. And that gold mine is a little bit further away, so that's harder to creep.
And more time. So, but how? I mean, as a Night Elf, it's a bottom first.
That's a bottom first.
Remo, it's a bottom first.
What the hell?
So,
against human?
Huntress into Glaive Throwers mass Mercs somehow. As a Night Elf, of course, always you can't pull the creeps and then get the Mercs. Costs a little micro and attention.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a bottom first against human.
I think it can work. It's hard though.
Is he gonna try to pressure the AM with searing arrows?
There's no AM.
AM is like one of the... yeah, it's no AM though, right? It's a Tinker. But he must certainly realize that it could be a Tinker. This is no surprise by now.
He sees it now. Maybe because the Tinker is melee, the bottom won't be pressured too much. She can always run away from the melee attacks, and so she can harass better.
I don't know if pressuring the Tinker is going to be so good, because you're still going to have Militia, you're still going to have Footage, you're still going to have the Pocket Factory. It's not like the Tinker is the only thing you have.
Infi's moving to the left. Is he rushing?
Rushing him?
Yes. Oh boy, all the predictions out the window.
What?
Mass Engines of War. And of course the Huntress Hall cancelled. Starshape coming saying bottom is amazing versus human. Okay. That's a lot of pressure. How many Engines of War? He doesn't even have one Engine of War. Because he wanted to go Huntress.
And he's not gonna get a single one up. Well, this is not looking good so far.
Nope. Pocket Factory untouched. LawLiet has no lumber anymore. He cancelled this Engine of War late, so he doesn't get that much lumber back. First tower is up. He's doing a decent job killing the workers, which is nice. And the Engines of War in the back are coming up as it seems. He can't dive for them. Another kill. Bottom is paying off. Goes Aura first, not Searing Arrow. Which is 7 damage less per hit.
Also more healing at least though from the Moonwells.
Yes.
So that's nice.
Absolutely relies on that. He has the lumber mill and another worker dead. How much time? Oh, only one engine of war comes up from like 6 that he tried to get up.
Yeah, and these 2 towers are absolutely finishing. There's nothing you can do about this.
Absolutely. I mean, the engines
2 guards in the middle of the base.
Oh, another Potom will suffer hard from this guard tower. Uses the last moon juice. He's out of moon juice. GG.
What are these games?
That was a best of 3, finishing in 5 + 7 + 4, 16 minutes.
Yep.
And Infi is qualified for the group stage.
As quick as that, yes.
As quick as it gets, exactly.
Infi. Yeah. We didn't have too many humans so far out of group A to C, but now one more will be making it with Infi. As everybody was expecting, of course, LawLiet will have another chance down in the lower bracket where he will be playing a Night Elf Mirror, I think.
Most likely. We have the next winner bracket semifinal to our hands. It's WFZ versus Focus, and that is guaranteed fun. We go into a small little break, and then we will see the second player advancing to the group stage right after Infi. Either Focus or the third Undead, which would be WFZ to follow 120 and Lucifer. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for the big support so far, and see you in a bit.